If you have chickens or you follow any Facebook groups or anything like that on chickens, you've probably seen something like this from various companies. So this is made by VEVOR, designed for rabbits, chickens, and other small animals. We're gonna go ahead and put it together. I'm gonna go back through and tell you what the pros and cons are. I'm Kale and this is Ready Sell Homestead. Let's get started. So this is the second VEVOR Coop that I've built. The first one I built by myself. This one I had help. We're building it over my neighbor's property because he had a little bit more area to use. We're gonna use it for the chickens. The old one we're gonna use for the ducks. But you can see, I mean, this is time lapsed. Didn't take very long. It took about 2 hours with all of us, maybe 2.5. But you can just see, we just kind of tag team it. They snap together, put the chicken wire on. That's gonna take the longest part is the chicken wire. All right, so this is the second VEVOR Coop that I've gotten. We do have a video on this one that we built over here. I built this one by myself. You can see from the time lapse that we just did, I had 3 people helping me on this one, and it's been put together much better than this one was. So just to show you how it looks once it's set up, we're gonna be moving this one onto here because it's bigger, but you can see we actually put it on wood. So this is my neighbor's property, but we put it on wood right here so that it helps protect against predators. So that's one of the cons with this type of coop, is you have a gap down below. So certain critters and creatures can easily dig underneath there unless you put some type of cloth or do something like the wood that we did. This is chicken netting, so it's chicken wire. Something like a raccoon can stick its hand through and grab your chickens, and it's held together with these zip ties that come with it. So for keeping the chickens in, this is great. I still do recommend having something like a coop structure so that the chickens can stay in there at nighttime and they're not out here, because there's just various areas where you're gonna have gaps down here on the bottom. We could have gone down a little bit lower, but you want to make sure that it's secure. Now, putting it together with 3 people, it took us about 2.5 hours. We got a little latch here. You can open her up and go inside. Now, one thing that's good about this with the spire is the height. So I'm about 6 feet tall, and you can see that I can walk straight through and don't have any issues. It does come with a tarp. That's great to help protect the chickens from the sun. It also gives them a little bit of area that they can roam around in when there's rain. But again, cons of this really just come down to the chicken wire. You know, if you want something really sturdy, you want to use hardware cloth, which is going to be stronger and more durable. Make sure, it looks like we forgot a spot right here, so you don't have any animals that can crawl in, but it's going to help protect you against hawks and other animals like that. So overall, I mean, it's fairly easy to put together. You don't have to have a lot of skill. Everything just snaps together. You can see you have the clips where these snap in. You do need to have some sort of wrench to ratchet these on, and then some areas you have to have a drill in order to get those in, just to screw it on. But again, very, very easy to put together. If you're not a super handy person, you can still probably put this together. So if you don't have the ability to build something out of wood, or you're looking for something that's pretty cost effective, this is great. I'm gonna put the link in the description down below so you can find it for yourself on VEVOR. And again, that is who made both of these coops right here. So you can see this one has been up here for about a year now, so it's still holding strong. But this one I put together all by myself. This one much tighter, much more congruent, and I had some help. So you can do it by yourself. I recommend getting some help, but overall, for something quick, something basic for a run, I do recommend getting something like this. If it's going to be the primary source of where they live, you might want to reinforce it with hardware cloth or some plywood in certain areas. But other than that, overall, I mean, I'd give it probably a B+ or an A-. So check it out, link down in the description below. Let me know what kind of run do you use for your chickens. This is Ready Set Homestead. Enjoy homesteading.